Morning everyone, welcome to St Mary's, sitting on a cold stone, but it's a lovely autumn day. Tomorrow is Sunday the 23rd of October and that's Bible Sunday in the church. And here is a Bible, as I expect you're used to seeing it, black, leather covered, I think it's leather, it might be imitation. Lots of thin Bible paper, lots of obscure names, words, books, stories, some of which you may know. These are two Bibles I've got, these are study Bibles. This one's got lots of articles in and notes, some of which I've even read. And this is a study Bible I'm using at the moment, translated by one man. The Bible is in fact one book, it's many books, it's a small library really, tar biblia, where it comes from, books or little books. And some of them are very long, some very short, and they span at least 1,000, maybe 2,000 years. But they tell an overarching story, from the creation of all things, the creation of the world, to the end of time, in the book of Revelation at the end. And they tell of God's involvement, we can say God's passionate involvement in humankind. And they tell the story of so much of human failing, not just human cruelty and just carelessness, but also human failing really to worship God or understand God, not that we ever can understand God. And for us in the church, it culminates in one man, no prizes for guessing what his name is. The thing about the Bible is it continually refers to itself. In the Gospel reading tomorrow, Jesus stands up in the synagogue in his hometown of Nazareth, the adult Jesus of course, and about 30 by this time, and he reads a passage from one of the great prophets of the Old Testament, Isaiah. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favour. And Jesus, of course, without specifically saying it, says this text refers to him. That's an audacious claim, but the life he lives goes on to prove that that is true, that he has been anointed by God. There is some special spirit in him, that divine life. And that's the story of God's real involvement as a human being, how it climaxes in that, but also what happens to him, how humans resist him, oppose him, and in the end kill him and think they've got away with him, got rid of him, but they haven't. And that's why we're sitting beside this extraordinary building. It's been 1,000 or so years after it was first put here, or bits of it. It's an extraordinary story. Where do you start? Well, I'd start with the Gospel. Try Mark's Gospel. It's the shortest, it's the punchiest, it's got some great stories, and it'll make you very puzzled, I'm sure, but I hope it finds you too. Every blessing as you tackle